land. Even ordinary gari now is more than 1,000 naira. Rice, ordinary rubber of rice is now more than 3,000 naira. Bag of rice is more than 77,000 naira. How many people can afford that? Nobody can afford that.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
We are here for a singular assignment, and the assignment is to protest the increment and the withdrawal of the subsidy and the excruciating pain that is telling it. And as such, let me take you back the memory lane. Before October 2nd, 2023, and before the swearing in of the President, Tinubu, the Nigeria Labour Congress has been telling them that you cannot withdraw the subsidy. And if you withdraw the subsidy, there will be hunger in the land. If you withdraw the subsidy, there will be increase in the exchange rate. If you withdraw the subsidy, people may not be able to go to their places of work. If you withdraw the subsidy, the money will not have value again. But lo and behold, on 29th May 2023, the subsidy was withdrawn without consultation with the stakeholders, labor in particular. Labor is a critical stakeholder, and as a result of that, there were a lot of hula balloon. And when it got to 2nd October, federal government called us and he signed 15-point agreement with us. And let me tell you, since then till now, the agreement has not been honored. One of the agreements is within a month, the refineries will be put in place. And as I'm talking to you, is Warri refinery working? No! Is Port Harcourt refinery working? No! Is Kaduna refinery working? No! And the price of PMS in particular was moved from 197 to 600 naira. It is now being sold 670. Some are selling 700 naira. And in the far north, they are selling far more than that. And that has caused a lot of hunger in the land. That is why the Nigeria Labour Congress has come to protest today, that there is need for us, for the president of the federal government, to put on his thinking cap and reverse this and do the needful and work on the economy. Just yesterday, was it not yesterday, that was just putting up economic team? And is that not putting the cart before the horse? We are saying no to this policy that is killing Nigeria. We are saying no to this policy that is killing Nigeria. And in addition to that, it therefore inaugurated a committee to work on the minimum wage. And as I'm talking to you, since October 2nd, the committee could not be inaugurated, not until the protest letter of NLC went out. And it was just last month that the committee was inaugurated. And as I'm talking to you, they are yet to sit down. At the 30,000 minimum wage we are heading now, we expire March. And as such, it means that they are lackadaisical in their thinking. They are lackadaisical in their working. They are not serious with Nigerian workers. We are therefore calling on the federal government of Nigeria that between now and the expiration of March for 30,000 minimum wage, we deserve a better minimum wage. And in that agreement, they came up with 30,000 wage award. And let me tell you, throughout last year, they only paid once. It was when the letter of our protest moved out that they began to pay this same month. I think they paid 2 to federal workers. And the state governments were dilly-dallying with the payment of this 35,000 naira. Some were paying 20. Some paid 2015, some paid 7,500, some could not even pay anything. And in that agreement, they promised macro and small scale enterprise that they will give them loan, they will give them money. They have not given them anything. As I am talking to you, they said a total sum of like 50 million will be considered among the pensioners, 25,000 naira each every month For good 3 months, nobody has collected that one in Ekiti State. And we are therefore standing tall here to say to federal government that no to enslavement, that no to hunger. And that is why we have different placards. Please be bringing your placard here one after the other. And we are also talking about the insecurity in the land, kidnapping here and there, killing of farmers here and there. We are saying no to that. And that one is saying, end hunger. Please let me see the first one. End hunger and poverty now. End hunger and poverty now. Local industry should be allowed to work.
Please take your mind out of this musical contraction and put your mind into any goddamn church, any goddamn mosque, any goddamn statistical.
We are not only fighting for workers, but we are fighting for the emancipation of our country. Our country is flowing with milk and honey, and we cannot afford to be a second-class candidate in our own home. We cannot afford to be buying petroleum at the rate of 700 naira per liter. We cannot afford to be changing dollar for 1,900 naira. We cannot afford to be buying gari at the rate of 1,000 naira per Congo. It is therefore time for us to demand for our right. It is time to tell the federal government, the president of this nation, that he needs to put on a thinking cap to do the right thing. And by the special grace of God, we shall not back out until the right thing is done in Nigeria. Oh yes!
People of the fountain.